Today's our third, well, technically it's our third day in Missouri. It's 62 degrees out. Temperatures are supposed to be dropping all day long. It's about a little after 8 o'clock right now. Had a pretty eventful morning out here already. We got in just a little bit later than what we wanted to. And I had a couple, 2 bucks and a doe running around in this river bottom. The tree that I wanted to get set up in, which is right next to me, I moved back. This one had a little bit more cover. It was a lot straighter to get up in. I had a nice, probably 125-inch 8-point come through. I think he had a busted G3. He was in here running around a little buck. They started heading up over this ridge. I rattled. He come charging in. I wasn't even really set up yet. I didn't even have the camera out, nothing. I was able to get a little bit of footage of him on my cell phone after I made sure I wasn't going to shoot it. It was a hard pass if he wasn't busted up. He had all the characteristics to be a little bit bigger. I wish I would have had the camera set up. I was kind of dinking around, and I had talked to Kyle for a minute, let him know, like, hey, these deer are moving in here. None of us are really all that far apart. I think me and Kyle are probably 300 yards, maybe. There he is. Got a little bobcat moving through here this morning. It's pretty cool. Something we don't get to see at home very often.
Found a nice little gun range.
Yeah, this is nice.
Might as well throw the target out and get our bows since they've been sitting in trucks, getting bounced off trees.
I'm not even worried about the truck.
Mainly
It's more like the stuff we're going through. You got to use it about as a baseball bat to knock through trees and everything in front of you.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
This stuff is thick.
Always a good idea to make sure your bow's still on, though, especially what we've been through. And that we had to climb that riverbank, and I just kind of tossed my bow up it.
I had a different effect on the riverbank. Well, coming down.
Oh yeah, you rolled down it.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. Save the bow though, just not your leg.
No, my leg's bruised and swollen and cut, and it hurt. And it was, I don't know, it was cool though. I mean, it was like a kick move and a slide.
Right. Let's get shooting.
Yeah.
Man, after a morning of not basically seeing anything.
I saw myself cough.
Yeah, you're still freaking sick.
You might want to get this on
Wednesday? Well, you throwing an arrow?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, this is
Man, I tossed the
50
target out at 100
yards
yards out there.
What do you got, Cody? 30-yard pin? I mean, on that relic.
He's got a 50-yard pin. Here's Kentucky windage in it.
Yeah, Kentucky win. Let me see. Yeah, coming from the left to right.
Yeah, after a big gust.
Ready?
Oh, I gotta watch this shit. You might get lucky though.
Just shy.
Just shy.
Sad. It almost looked right, but I'm looking at the camera.
Buzz right, just shy.
All right, Brandon, show him how it's done.
Buzz right,
Honestly-
just shy.
Honestly, watching that fly out there, I was really thinking for a minute there.
You're like, you guys gonna hit it.
I thought he was gonna get it.
That'd have been sweet.
Oh,
I'm tired.
you're all so ugly.
You missed it.
Correct.
Short of
Correct
distance left side. Was it?
If you'd have been centered up, you'd have hit the bottom of the
That
box.
was left?
It was left all day long.
Let me see this other arrow.
Makes me feel better about only shooting a 50-yard pin at it.
Were you closer than him?
How close was I to the side of that?
8 inches, maybe a foot. It's hard to tell at
It's
that
too-
distance.
It's
What?
you missed it the second time. It's on camera.
Both shots.
Oh,
Missed
right
it.
over top of it. A little bit right, if anything.
I'm willing
I
to
held
burn.
the pin
I'm
on
willing
the
to
right
burn another arrow just to fucking try to
left
hit
and
this
right's
thing
not
with a
off.
50-yard pin. Come on.
All right, Cody.
When in doubt, Big Dad don't pull out, son.
Gotta be trying this again.
Oh,
You were just under it.
barely, dude. Like you it's got to be stuck within 2 foot of the target.
I'm so close.
I'll blame mine on the wind. I hit it, but I don't know if it bounced off of it.
It's very, very left bottom corner.
All
I'll
right.
throw another one.
Attempt this himself.
Well, yeah, I've got a 70-yard pin. I'm just fucking guessing.
Missed. God, I hate myself.
Come on, give us an excuse.
Freaking target panic. It's not an excuse. I suck. I can't get to the top of the target. Can't pull her down. Hey, suck, you suck.
Sometimes
You ready, Brandon?
you just burn up arrows.
Listen, look, he's hunting right now. He's in camo. Full camo. He's still hunting.
Just
Short, like 10, 20 yards.
No, not that far.
10 yards.
Just in front of it.
That's a pull.
Just slinging it with that old hickory bow.
We're all just swinging and missing.
I went through a
Well, man, look at your other arrow.
Yeah. Here, let's fluff it a little bit. You know what I mean?
Where's your right side arrow?
That's right there. That's pretty good.
Ooh, look at.
I got right here, right next to it. Hey, you probably shouldn't just pick it up. I'll break.
Yeah, but
You don't have many arrows. You only bought 4.
dude, I got 6 more.
Brandon, who goes?
I bought 6.
Who?
He's
didn't buy
defending
6?
himself.
I went and bought 6 more.
Oh, my bad. I was talking crap.
I don't want to talk about it.
Man. Hey, at least we found our arrows.
Right?
Cody, it was very close. Say we go grab some food and
Cody,
get in the
you got
woods
your,
early.
your possession there? Your casing.
No,
He's an idiot.
I threw it down. It's back there. I shot right through a 5.56 223 casing.
That's pretty cool.
4th night in Missouri, and I'm set up pretty much in a part of this public that I e-scouted. I wanted to come here, so Brandon is pretty much that way, like maybe 200 yards, right on a creek. He found a freaking deer run from crazy deer run. Found that. He set up on it. I got a scrape here about 15 yards. There's 3 or 4 rubs all right here. I think there's a rub right here to me. I can shoot this way. I cannot shoot that way. I don't know if I can shoot that way. So I got pretty much one window. But I'm pumped. It was 40-some degrees this morning. It's been sunny all day and warmed up. I think the temp's dropping. I kind of feel it. Wind should be going right this way of me. So I'm good there. Cody is probably almost 3/4 of a mile to a mile that way of me, and Thomas is in between us. So hopefully should be a good night. I'm literally on the edge of public. There's a private field that way. It has corn over there. There's nothing here. And then there's a cut bean field this way with a tree line that goes between them. So I'm hoping it's a little travel corridor. They want to come back down. I'm hoping like a 170, 150. Pushes some does over here and follows them, and I get to smoke them. But only one way to find out is just to sit.
I really hope I'm not screwing up again. It's 2 more 8 points I've passed this morning. I've been kicking myself the last day just because, man, we ain't been seeing no deer. It's been tough. It's been really hard. We've been putting in some stupid hours in these woods. We're not getting any outcome.
Well, it's Friday. Friday morning. I'm sitting in the same spot I sat last night. So yesterday morning I was like 40, 50 yards that way. And if I sound sick, thank Brandon. He started this trip sick and now has gotten everybody sick. So, pretty sweet. So, yesterday morning, I saw a 4-point, I saw an 8-point, and they all came through right here. And when I got down, I took all my stuff down. I was like, I think I want to move over here. Came over here, there's another scrape, because I hit another scrape right in front of me. And there's a run right here, and there's a run right here to me. So, the 8-point I saw yesterday morning, I didn't get him on camera, but I can't tell if he's a shooter or not. He seems really tall, like his G2s are tall, but the body kind of looks small. It was foggy, so I'm hoping he comes back through and I can get a better look at him at least. But it's cold. It's like high 30s, I think. I'm just gonna hang tight and hope something shows up that it's a shooter.
One last hoorah. Last day, last night, probably the last set. Raining all day.
Raining all day.
That river's probably high.
These guys can't seem to find any deer in front of them.
No? You see all the deer, Brandon.
I seen deer this morning. What are you talking about?
Some doe?
I seen a buck and
Yeah, the same ones I was watching.
I was like 400 yards away.
He's 400. You were like 180.
No, I wasn't.
You weren't very far.
I was
Maybe
on,
250.
Oh, it's raining. We gotta walk over a mile.
It's 1.03 miles to where I was at this morning.
All right, let's get going.
And I'm feeling it.
Let's get going.
Oh,
We're all sick
no.
because of you, Brandon.
What do you got something to say?
Yeah,
We're still here doing it.
I'm not happy.
I don't have a hat.
Yeah, you do. It's on your head. It's a hood.
Yeah, he definitely got us all sick. I feel like fuck.
I think you guys are being a bunch of bitches. Why are you going side to side?
He just went under.
Oh, I got wet. On both sides. Both sides.
Man, them bags are stupid. Let's see how the smart people walk. I'll take mine off. I couldn't tell you.
Man, this guy is homemade.
I don't know how.
Oh, these like hip waders, basically.
You had water blowing over the back of your bag.
You did. You had water pouring into your garbage bags.
Bone dry.
This is basically got waders on.
Listen.
The worst part is I have garbage bags in this pocket. And here I am, wet foot.
Well, you know what? They're real slippery on this bank, so you gotta be careful.
Oh, if he falls, I got it. I guess we're back in action. Or you messed up
Twice.
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 Twice tonight.
Yes.
Oof, oof.
Look, hold on, back up. Did you see any deer?
I don't want to answer that question.
Okay.
That's a no. But in my defense, I feel like I just giant pile of poop out here. Started setting up in a tree to realize that I couldn't get in that tree after I had 3 sticks up it. And then climbed down and decided to set up in a different tree. And I'm going to tell you, there's no trees over there straight.
Yeah. Well, there's a ton of straight ones over here. And I've come to the conclusion that I can find the deer here. Because I have seen deer every set. The rain really kind of screwed me. The first deer I saw was right after I got in the stand. There was another grass clearing that I couldn't see because it was so thick until I got up in the tree. And I saw a deer run through it. Don't know what it was. Bigger bodied, wasn't a fawn. Best I can tell you. Could you hear me rattling?
Nope.
Okay. Rattled a few different times. And it was just getting dark enough where I would have had a hard time range finding things because there was such a canopy. And I'm just kind of sitting there, and I was like glancing at my phone, looking at the time, and I was looking at some stuff on Onyx on it. Dropped a pin where I was at because it's a spot I want to come back to. And I heard like a stick break, and I'm facing this way, sitting there, and I like tip my head around, and at like 25 yards, there's a deer. It's dark enough I can't tell what it is. I put it in the binos. I'm going to shoot that deer. He is going where I believe there's a path, but I want him to stop because he's going right downwind of me.
Okay.
I grab my grunt call and go, Brett, Brett. He stops. I let go of the grunt call, and it goes, ting, right
No
off the
way.
camera arm. And he said, see ya.
No.
So now I'm mad, and I sit there again, and I grab the rattling horns, and I try slamming them together to get his attention and get him to come back. He ain't having it. He stood there for a minute, and there was some real thick stuff at about 45 yards, and turned around and headed out.
That's pretty sweet.
Oh, what's even sweeter is now it's pretty dark. You can still see to shoot plenty.
It got dark
It got dark
early.
fast,
Like
yeah.
4 o'clock. I
Like-
was like, man, it feels like it's 5.
Like I literally was getting ready to just turn the camera on just so it was running because you weren't going to be able to see anything.
No.
Just so you could hear it. So I'm sitting there. and I hear a stick break, and I look over to my left, and I can see movement. Don't know how big it is. I grab my binoculars, and it's about 125-inch 8-point, just outside of his ears. So I'm going to hit the power button on the camera and slide my binos in, and I go to grab my bow, and he's at about, we're inside 20, I'm going to say 15 yards. And as I'm going to grab my bow, he looks up at me and stares, and we're like making direct eye contact, and he turns around and leaves.
Oof.
So there's my night.
Hey, that's
Missouri has kicked my ass.
all of our asses. I think we got it figured out if we come back, though.
I'm pretty certain.
If we come back and put a weekend, I think we can both have deer down.
I would put money on in 3 more. If I had 3 more days here, I could shoot a nice buck that I would be very happy to go home with.
Right, I agree.
It would take 3 days.
I agree.
We learned a lot.
That's the thing. I mean, we've never been to Missouri.
How many acres is this piece?
100 and some. I don't know, a lot.
No, it's almost 2,000
I was gonna say.
acres.
I mean, I've hunted Ohio a little bit.
Yeah.
Mainly, well, public a touch. You
Yeah.
mainly haven't really hunted
My
out of state
out of
whitetail.
state's been Wyoming, and we could hunt whitetail, but that's totally different. It's not even a comparison to anything
Right.
like this Midwest stuff at all.
Yeah, we got our asses kicked, but we learned a lot. So if we come back,
Yeah.
I'm confident we can get some deer on the ground.
Oh, I'm 100% confident. Going in, just learning the layout of the land to attack it totally different from day one, because these deer are not like what we deal with at home.
Not at all.
And I mean, from the rattling to, using a grunt tube. I mean, use a grunt call in Michigan and you can get a reaction or
they'll
a
come.
bleat can. You use it here, you're lucky if they even pick their head up hardly. I'm shocked that deer even stopped.
Yeah, never heard a deer grunt.
No. Oh, I can't say no. I did, but only when they were behind a doe. That's it.
That makes sense.
I mean, I've rattled them in, had them charge into the tree. I've had them... I've ran into about every cool scenario I can run into. I just couldn't make anything happen. Or
Right.
it wasn't big enough to do anything with.
Exactly.
So...
Yep. Oh, well. We still had a good time, though.
Oh, it was a great time. It is a great time. Well, I guess we'll go... We got a mile... Well, not quite a mile walk to get out of here. We got to go find Cody and Thomas. Who knows? Maybe they shot something.
Yeah, we can't get a hold of them.
No, neither one of them have service. I finally got a text to go through to Cody just to let him know that we're down and heading that way.
Makes sense.
Well, thanks for watching the video. If you haven't, please like the video, comment, subscribe to the channel, and there'll be more to come. We're coming back to Missouri. We're getting a little redemption here.
Oh, yeah.